After Andre Gray's hat-trick against Bournemouth in our last match, it was no surprise to see the media label him as Watford's new hero. The former Burnley striker is already looking the real deal and worth every single penny the Hornets paid for him in this summer transfer window. As for myself, I bagged 2 assists in that 3-0 win to Vitality, and after a much better performance than the one in the goalless draw against Liverpool on the season opener, I earned one more training drill to my weekly session. Whilst we've had a good start to the season, we can't afford to rest before the international break, and with our first game today being in the Carabao Cup against an informed Sheffield United team from the Championship, we know this won't be an easy test. Marco Silva has picked a strong lineup for the game, including myself and Gray, both continuing to start as he knows the threats the Blade possess and wants to take no chances here in the Steel City. Our aim is simple tonight: get through to the next round with minimal fuss. Don't get too tired with Brighton to come on the weekend, and keep moving the ball around so nicely like we did against Eddie Howe's team. We're a side with a deadly attack and a threatening front four. So let's show what we're made of tonight, and why the pundits need to start talking about this exciting new look Watford team.
This game really is a chance for him to express himself.
He got a hat-trick in his last match. What a performance.
Corner here for Watford, and Carrillo whips one into the centre, and George Baldock heads it away. It will drop back to Carrillo, and Cathcart's on the edge of the area, try and lob one. Oh, that was an ambitious effort from Craig Cathcart there. We're not expecting to pull that one off, but that was so close to going in. Onto the roof of the net, still 0-0, but fair play, Craig. What a strike that would have been.
They're wanting further up front though as the game
Watford
develops,
stops
I'm
and
sure.
gives it back towards Holibaz. Now to Doucouré, back to Richarlison. A chance here down the left-hand side. I'll wait for the overlapping run of Richarlison, use that as a dummy, and I'll try and work my way inside here for one final chance of the half. Instead, I'm forced backwards, so I'll give it to Doucouré. And Doucouré to Shaloba, into me. I'll look for Andre Gray. Oh, yes, get in Andre Gray with the finish. And we do have the lead on the stroke of half-time. A half of few chances, but it's that combination again. Myself to Andre Gray, and it's 4-2 for the former Burnley striker. Nice short passing, just kept hold of the ball for one final chance. A perfectly weighted through ball, and the deftest of finishes by our number 18. Just strokes it in with the inside of that right boot, as it rolls on the ground and into the bottom corner. Sheffield United 0, Watford 1, and we have that breakthrough. So the second half begins, and there is a little bit of bad news because Andre Gray has just taken a serious tumble on the edge of the Sheffield United area and has not got up. And here comes Sheffield United, and Duffy fires that shot off target. Is Gray back? Is he back to his feet? He is, but he's hobbling a little bit. I think he's holding his back there, and that's a little bit worrying. Hopefully he'll be okay to run that off, but what a great start to the season for Gray. And if he's injured, we're in serious trouble already. Hopefully he runs that one off. Shaloba finds Gray, who I think has run off that injury, gives it to me, and I spot a man running through down the right-hand side. It's Carrillo who dinks one. It's 2. Richarlison in off the crossbar. A rapid counter-attack from the Hornets, and it's finished off by the young talent. Richarlison doubles the score. And we go 2 goals up here at Bramwell Lane. A lovely threaded through ball to pick out Carrillo, and a perfectly dinked chip to the far post. And Richarlison had it on a plate and simply couldn't miss. In off the underside of the crossbar, Tony Yeboah style. Sheffield United 0, Watford 2. Donaldson out wide towards Ender Stevens. Controls it very well there, down this left-hand side to get away from his man. That's not a bad cross either. And oh, I think that's an own goal, isn't it, from Richarlison? Well, Sheffield United have half the deficit. That was excellent from Ender Stevens, though. What a brilliant first touch, a brilliant run, a brilliant cross. And in the end, headed in the centre. And I'm pretty sure that was Richarlison who got the final touch. Maybe not. But no, it's going to be a goal from Mark Duffy. And I thought that was Richarlison. I swear I saw the name flash. Maybe there was a touch, maybe there wasn't. But Sheffield United, out of nowhere, are right back in this one. As we kick off straight away, and Carrillo gives it to Gray, and Gray finds his man Richarlison into myself, but the game is done now. The game is done now. A rapid attack. Sheffield United 1, Watford 3, and from elation to despair for the Blades fans, they thought they were back in the game, but we've put a stop to it with another wonderful team goal. Quick pass by Richarlison. I had the time, I had the space, I set myself, and I found the bottom corner. Another clinical finish, 3-1, and surely now we are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup with my first goal in professional football. Well, that is going to do it then. Final score here at Bramall Lane, and a very good performance from the Hornets. A 3-1 scoreline against an in-form championship team. We are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. I was wondering why Marco Silva had such a strong lineup out there, but I see now. He wanted us to get in sync with one another once again. And I'll tell you this right now, my connection with Andre Gray is already looking so tight. The game could not have gone better had we planned it ourselves pre-game. A 3-1 victory against Sheffield United, and whilst we may have conceded for the first time this season in competitive football, I bagged my first goal in professional football, a really nicely timed finish to provide the dagger to put the game to bed. Andre Gray continued his fine form as well, another goal for the man up top, and a really good performance from both myself and Andre. Sadly, neither of us were included for the World Cup qualifying squad of England, not a real surprise. With Gray in fine form to start the season off, I'm sure it won't be long before Gareth Southgate gives him a call. But for the second game today, we take on Brighton, and we're back to Premier League matters. After beating Bournemouth away at the Vitality Stadium in our second Premier League game, we now return home to Vicarage Road for the first time since the season opener against Liverpool. We want to make sure the home remains a fortress for us all season long. If we can go the whole season without losing a home game, that would be fantastic. And as you welcome Chris Hughton's newly promoted side, this should be a game where we target all 3 points and our first win at Vicarage Road in Season 1. It's Brighton, second game today, and we're going to settle for nothing other than the 3 points and hopefully another goal for that man up top, Andre Gray. Wow, that would do it for the first half. Still 0-0. I don't recall a shot in those first 45 minutes. Whilst there were 4 goals at Bramall Lane, this game has got 0-0 written all over it. A very tedious first half. Let's hope things change in a second. I'll do more. Got to do much more if I want to get some more training drills allocated to me. And most importantly, help my team win more games. As I go down left-hand side and roll it in to Doucouré. It's been a pretty poor game thus far, but maybe that could change here. Richarlison, oh, I could have been through there, but it's okay. Still got the ball. Richarlison turns, and the Brazilian finds his man Holibaz, who crosses. Gray, oh, great save by Krul, but he turns in the rebound. Andre's done it again, and it's Watford 1, Brighton 0. Not a brilliant game this one, but 6 minutes after the restart, and we finally had that breakthrough. I was thinking, Richarlison, play me through, bruv, I'm wide open. But instead he found Holibaz, it was the right decision. Cross the middle, Gray denied once by Tim Krul, but not a second time by the ex-Newcastle goalkeeper. And we have that goal. Gray's done it again. It's Watford 1, Brighton 0. It's going to be the game, and yeah, there it is. Final score here at Vicarage Road, Watford 1, Brighton 0. Not a great game by any stretch of imagination, but it is now 3 clean sheets in our first 3 Premier League games and 7 points from 9. A very impressive start for Watford. I may not have done much in this game, but to win, the most important thing. So it wasn't exactly a great game here at Vicarage Road. The fans probably didn't feel they got their money's worth despite us getting the win, but again, that was the most important thing. Another 3 points for the Hornets. Our fantastic start to the season continues, and as I alluded to there, 7 points from our first 9 games. It's been a really impressive start, but in that game I didn't think I did too well, to be honest. Not really a bad display, not really a bad performance, but unfortunately, with the international break coming, I had the bonus of 2 training sessions before our next game against Southampton, but only allocated myself 2 drills for each session. In my opinion, that performance was not good enough. I was nowhere near threatening enough when going forward, and whilst the team did get the win, I did very little to impress in that game. And if I want to be alongside Andre Gray this season as one of the main reasons Watford hopefully have a very good debut season, I've got to do more. So for our third and final game of today's episode, returning from international break, it's another team in very good form to start the season off, in a battle between 3rd and 2nd place as we travel to the South Coast to take on Southampton. They're in 3rd place. They've started the season off strong, but with us the only Premier League team yet to concede a goal and being the joint top scorers in the league as well, I'm believing in another win for Watford, another 3 points, as we aim to keep our momentum going and continue our very good start to the season.
A couple of exceptional talents in a really good game we might be focusing on.
Well, 2 excellent attacking players we are treated to seeing. They're really enjoying good seasons, and I'm expecting a bit more of the same today.
Both sides have started off quite well, surprise packages, if you will, as we begin this season. So hopefully another win for us in this game as we continue our very good start and stay undefeated. But it's not going to be easy, Southampton away. But I believe, as I'll get that ball into Chalobah. And Chalobah finds Carrillo, and Carrillo, lovely turn, finds space, Doucouré, great save with a rebound, turned in, and for the second time in 2 games, we've capitalised from a rebound. Doucouré denied once, but just like Gray against Brighton, not twice. And we have the lead here in a battle between 2 in-form sides. First shot, well saved by Fraser Forster, but just like with Tim Krul, when he denied Gray, he needed some help. Doucouré slides in, 1-0 to Watford. And this time we strike early. Short pass by Cedric, and now Doucouré gives it to me. And I'll give it to Richarlison. And the Brazilian gives it me back, and away I go from Davis there. Lovely turn of agility, and I'm away. I might need a teammate though, so I'll play it out wide towards Carrillo. And a good chance here for his second goal. Carrillo's got men to aim at, including Andre Gray at the far post, and he's done it again. Andre Gray looks a little bit hurt there, and now I've kicked him in the face. As he gets away and now runs away from me, unsurprisingly so. Southampton 0, Watford 2, and Gray has done it again. Andre Gray is just on fire, and he may not have been called up for the England squad, but he must be knocking on Gareth Southgate's door now, saying surely I deserve a chance, even so early on in the season. Southampton 0, Watford 2, a nice run by myself, gave it to Carrillo, a brilliant cross to the far post, and Gray from 4 yards out was not going to miss. Southampton 0, Watford 2, our attack when in sync is unstoppable. Chalobah, and one more chance here just before the break for a third goal. I've sent Andre Gray through, and he's got the pace, Gray. He's got the pace. Does it? Oh, he's been caught up. Well, he normally has the pace, but he's been caught up. Well, he was away there, or so it seemed, and that probably would have been an assist for me there, but instead he stopped running for some reason. A little bit feisty now this game. A couple of tackles flying in. I just got pushed to the floor by Tadic after robbing him. And it's still 2-0, but Southampton putting a little bit of a aggressive stamp on the game now. As they kick us a little bit. It's okay, we're still leading by 2 as Gray has me in space. Can he find me? He can. I'll control. I'll give it to Carrillo. That's yours, mate. There you go. 3-0. And I'll have the assist, please. Yes, I could have scored my first Premier League goal, but I wanted the assist so I can high-five my teammate and show that I'm a team player here. That was me through, but I said no. I'll let the covering defender come to me. I'll give it to Carrillo, who strokes it home. And it is 3-0 to Watford. It's just been a brilliant, brilliant performance. And our attack, when clicking, is just unstoppable. 3-0, points in the bag. Cedric shut down by myself, and the right back turns out of play. That's great hustle, that. That's great hustle. Just kept the pace with the right back there. I may not be as quick, but I got the work rate. As we still lead by 3. We know the points are in the bag now. We're still going to give maximum effort as we search for our 4th straight clean sheet. Pereira to Carrillo, through to me. Gray, where are you, mate? There you go, that's yours. Oh, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'll give it back to you. There you go, son. There you go, 4-0. 4-0. Give me another assist. Give me another assist. I want to set the record for the most assists in the Premier League in my debut year. I didn't want the goal, I want the assist again. Southampton 0, Watford 4. Andre Gray, the top scorer. We're bros. We're bros, and we know our roles. I'll set him up, you knock him down. Southampton 0, Watford 4. What a brilliant, brilliant win away at St Mary's this has been. Both teams in form, but we right now are looking the real deal. 4-0 to the Hornets. What a performance. And it's already 6 goals for the former Burnley striker. Worth every single penny. I'm a pass-first attacking midfielder. You know, I can score goals. I know I can. I've got the ability. You've already seen it twice. You saw it today in my first goal in competitive football, but I know what my best asset is. My range of passing, my connection with my teammates. And right now, we're all in sync. Southampton 0, Watford 4. That was a brilliant victory. What a fantastic win, and a statement win as well. And that man right now is going to be on the phone to Gareth Southgate after the game, I'm sure, saying, give me a chance, give me a chance. A 9.2 for that game, bagging 2 assists in the final 2 goals we scored. I just got involved as well in the second goal we scored. Oh, and I've locked my first trait as well, the long throw trait. Love it too. That's awesome. And that is a really great way to end today's episode as well. A 9.2, such a better performance than the last game against Brighton, where I may not have played badly per se, but I didn't do enough. I didn't do enough, but look at these clinical stats here. 5 shots, 5 on target, and the 4 goals scored to 0 as well. Once again, a great team display, and I'm already feeling totally at home with this team. I absolutely love it, and that was a really, really great win to end on. So that is going to end today's episode of My Player, guys. So I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do consider leaving a like. We shall return in the very next episode with some big games as well against Manchester City, Swansea twice, once in the Cup and then once in the League as well, and possibly West Brom away too. But thanks for watching, have an awesome evening. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you for the next episode of My Player very soon.